your own checkbook, which is kind of like what an actual checkbook looks like. It has a check register at the back, and it has checks. And guess what? It's payday! So today, you guys are getting your first paycheck. All right? Is everyone excited? You're going to get paid. Okay. So, what's going to happen is this is your due now. I'm going to come around. Oh, okay. I'm going to come around and I'm going to give you guys your paycheck. And so for your due now, I want you in your check register. So if you look at the back of your checkbook, you have something that looks like this. All right. Can you see that? I think they are off. All right. So it says on your sheet that you have a current balance of, Ms. Wachowski, oh, there's that one. You have a current balance of $500. So on your check register, make sure that you write down $500 at the top. All right, so everyone has $500 to start, and then you're getting your paycheck. And so remember, this is a deposit, so you're going to add this paycheck into your account. So we're adding. If it's a deposit, it's adding. All right? So this is your due now. When you get your paycheck, add your paycheck into your account. Here's your paycheck. And then write down your new balance. All right, you have about 30 more seconds. All right, so young professionals, I want pencils down. Kyle put his pencil down, Khalees has his pencil down, Ashley has his pencil down. So, who can tell me how much you guys made on your first paycheck? Ashley.
I made 1,601.30.
All right, so where did you put that number?
I put that number in my time.
So what we're going to do is, remember we did this yesterday. The check number is up here, so I'm going to write down 1083. The date is today, July 17th. The transaction is a paycheck. And it's not a debit, it's a credit. So I'm going to add in 110134. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that money up. So let's get my calculator. So I'm going to do 500 plus 110134. 1601. So $1,601.34. So that's how much everyone's balance should be right now. Okay, $1,601.34. So, all right, so now we're going to go on, and this is where you guys are going to be young professionals. balancing your check today. So everyone look at step 2. So it says pay up. So guess what, guys? You guys are young professionals. Today is rent is due. So we went through this on Wednesday. You all picked places to live, but we're all going to live in the same sort of apartment. We're all going to see all the same amount. So rent is due, okay? So right now we're going to write a check to your landlord, who happens to be me. How fortunate is that? And so we are going to write a check. So I want everyone to take out a check. Okay. Well, Daniel,
At what date?
at what date?
Yeah.
It's going to be today. All right, but we're going to do this together, Daniel, okay? All right, so, because we didn't go over how to write checks yesterday, so we're going to go over this. So, I'm going to have this much information. So, for date, I'm looking for the date. That's going to be today. So, I'm going to write July 19th, 2013. All right? That's what I'm going to write on the date area. Date, date. For paid to the order of. This is going to be who the check is for, okay? So since the check is for me, Miss Lease, I'm going to write Miss Lease on the paid to the order of. Jamal, you should be writing. So you're writing Miss Lease. So right here where it has a dollar sign, this is asking you to write how much the check is for. So, Kyle, how much is my check for? How much is my rent?
$800.
Yeah, nice job, $800. So I'm going to write $800. And what you also have to do on checks is you have to write the number out. Because what can happen is you can maybe write a check for $800, and then somebody might accidentally change it, and they can put like an extra zero, so that $800 becomes $8,000. So you need to make sure that you write out the number so the bank knows that $800 here matches $800 here. So I wrote that right up here, so we're all going to write that down. So on this line, you're going to write how much the check is for, $800. And then I like to draw a line so nobody can write anything in, and then you can do 0 cents. So, Jamal, why did I write $800?
Because you don't know how much money you have.
Keep going. You want to know how much money you have?
Yes.
So you want to know how much money you have or how much money you're giving?
Like how much money you are giving.
How much money you're writing the check for. This is how much money you're writing the check for. Does everyone see that? Okay. So, Jaron, why did these two numbers need to be matched up? Why do I have to write $800 but also write down the number 800? If you don't know, you can say, I don't know. You can be brave and say that. That's okay. Or do you want to try? You don't know? Does anyone remember what I said? Why these two numbers need to match up? Ashley.
There's no way I don't know 0. I'm making 8,000.
Right. So that the numbers are matched up. So that maybe if the check, if maybe somebody wrote an extra 0, or maybe if the bank just couldn't read this number and they couldn't tell what you were writing, they have it here to verify. So they can check, oh, $800 here, $800 here. All right? So the next line we're going to go to is the for line. So the for line is telling you what the check is for. So in this case, the check is for rent. So I'm going to write for rent. Okay? And then this line right here, this last line, is your signature. So you can just write your signature. So I'm going to do my signature. So if you don't have a signature, you can just write your name or do however you do your signature. Oh, Kyle, nice signature. we do once we write a check is? Please. Yeah, hand it in. That's, yeah. But we're also going to add it into our check register, right? Because it's really important that for every transaction you make from your check, you record into your check register. Okay? So, Kyle, what check number is this?
621.
621. Nice job. Jaron, what's the date? The 19th, 7/19. Daniel, what's the transaction? What's the description of the transaction? What am I putting on this line?
Brett?
Rent. Great. Nice job. Ashley, is this a payment? So it is a payment because we're taking this out of our account. All right. So when we're giving me the rent money, this money comes out of your account. We're not adding it to the account. It's a transaction. So we're taking it out of the account. Yeah. So how much money am I putting under payment? How much money is this for? $800. Nice job. So we're just going to ignore code and fee, and it's not a deposit because I'm taking it out of my account. So do you remember how we did this yesterday? We're going to subtract because a transaction means to subtract. So we're going to subtract it from our balance. So, Jamal, what is my new balance?
New balance is,
So subtract it. So remember, we're going to subtract 800 from 1,601. Yeah.
your new balance is, so actually, $1,601.34.
So that's my current one. You need to subtract. Everyone type into your calculator. We need to subtract $1,601. Remember? $1,601.30. Let me see this. And 34 cents minus 800. And we're subtracting 800 because that's how much money is coming out of our account. Ashley, what's your answer? That's awesome. So Jamal, how do we get this number?
You subtract it.
What is subtract?
You subtract $1,601.34 minus 800.
Nice job. Yep, nice job, guys. Okay, any questions before we move on? Ask me questions if you don't understand, even if it's about going back to the check. Any questions? Extended wait time. Any questions? Okay, great. So that makes me think that everyone understands that. And I hope you all are paying attention to my hashtags. I put a lot of thought into these. So this said hashtag gas baby. So I hope you all. Okay, so now we're going to do this on our own. Oh, no, actually we're going to do this, yes. So the next step is you owe $75 to your utilities company, PECO, which I think is the Philadelphia Utilities Company, right? Or Electric. Yep, so you owe $75 to your utilities company, PECO. So I want you all to write a check to PECO right now for $75.